Aloha mai tako. In an event like this, I think we all understand, goes through several phases. We have been in the phase now of fighting fires and saving lives. I appreciate the patience the media has had with us, allowing us to go through that phase. Soon we'll be in the recovery rebuilding phase, as the governor has spoken to. We know that's going to be a long process. I really want to speak to our citizens, our residents, our visitors, our businesses who have suffered tremendous loss and probably inconsolable grief. I think for us, the message is we're going to try our very best to identify those that have perished so that the families can have that closure and can have that understanding. We're also going to try and connect our families with those who are in our shelters. As you understand, this was an emergency. People left without taking anything with them. In most cases, they had no choice. So now we're at that phase where we want to make sure those that are in our community, whether they're at a hotel or at a shelter or staying with a family or friend, that we can try and match them back with their families. A lot of work being done by all of the people here to make that happen. And again, as the governor spoke to it, we will rebuild, and that's really what we have no choice but to do. Until you see the devastation that we all witnessed, maybe through photographs before this morning, but in person today, it's difficult to describe, but there are lots of people that will need a lot of help, and our goal as government is to provide that help to people. I did want to also speak to the folks whose homes were not damaged. And I know the question on your mind is, when can I get back to my home? Just as soon as we can try to provide the certainty that we have recovered those that have perished. And that's really our goal right now. We're hoping to find people that might just be injured. A lot of time has passed since the incident, so we're still in that phase. But please allow us to complete this process before we allow people back into the homes. There's no power, there's no water back on the west side either. So those are both things we're trying to restore as well. We also want to make sure we can provide enough shelter space at our shelters for folks. We're kind of at the limits in some of the central Maui ones, and we'll have to be creative with our team after this to try to get more for folks out on the west side. So we're very cognizant of the main things that people want to know. Where's my family member? When can I move back to my home? And what's the long-term plan? I mostly want to thank all the partners, the allies that we have in our federal government, our state government, our fellow county government support, and of course our public. Your patience, your vigilance, we continue to ask for. Thank you.